Good afternoon, Force 13 Xtra with another update on TCOS for 4:30 p.m. this January the 9th. Up at the top of the screen was yesterday's TCOS from the 8th, and obviously there's going to be some significant changes considering that one storm has been named, and we'll get onto that a little bit later. But first, look at the Atlantic Basin today on the GFS model run, and it will tell you that there is not going to be any tropical activity, we don't think. I mean, there's that thing there, which is interesting. Have a look at simulated infrared satellite on that, and you know what? That actually might still have a non-zero chance, but it is a very low chance, not worth marking on TCOS. Then you can see that massive extratropical system blowing up later on in that run. There it is. Later on in that period. But generally, the Atlantic not getting up to a huge amount. There's another little system there as well, but it's just general North Atlantic wintry stuff. The East Pac then. Well, there's a little system that tries to form there. There was one at the back end of the 2021 season. Never got going. That one won't either. The Central Pacific. Look towards the next system there. Well, it's not on the horizon yet. The Western Pacific Basin. Some strong extratropical cyclones there. Look at that one. That's headed towards the Alaska actually. More intense windstorms. Nothing on a tropical front. The Indian Ocean, just how much longer are we going to wait before we are going to see the first Southwest Indian Ocean storm? It still could be quite a while. There's this here on day 6 that might become something, but by no means certain and very low light possibilities really. Late on in the run you've got some stuff around Australia, but it's too far out. But obviously the action right now is in the Southwest Pacific, and we have this developing tropical storm, Tiffany, which is approaching the coast of Australia. Let's see how it does on TCOS. So current position now, 14 south, 145 east. Tiffany, C1 becomes Tiffany. And obviously it's a tropical storm. But the question is how strong? From derived estimates on the ground and on the model depiction, we're currently on TCOS, it will be going with, we're not sure actually whether it should be 60 or 65, but we will keep it at 60 miles per hour and an estimated pressure of 987 just off the coast of Queensland there. When's landfall expected? Well, according to GFS it's going to be within probably 6 to 12 hours. Let's go with 6 hours, because if it deviates south that will be when it makes landfall. This is really going to bump up this TCOS score. 28 there. We're not done yet though. 29. Current intensity puts it over the top to 31. And now we've also got to figure out how much area is going to be affected by 10% chance of 50 knot winds. So we go to this feature where we do a crude drawing on what to expect in that area. And this whole area really, I would put a 10% chance of 50 knot winds. What's the population? 1,536. So that's hardly anything. But still, it factors in on TCOS. And that means that it would get a score of 2 on that metric. So there it is, up to 33, and that's before we've factored in the demand, so we're definitely going to be in code blue. As for B1, which hasn't yet been named, we had it as a TS and we're not sure the circulation is closed right now, but considering that we already have it as a TS, then I guess we'll have to keep it that way. 50 miles per hour derived by ASCAP, and we'll go with that 994 pressure. Current location 20 south, 177 east. And where's it going? Let's follow it round. So it's currently really affecting those land areas as much as it will right now, although that's not saying much. But is it enough to push it over into code blue as well? Good question. Trying to find out the answer. Forecast intensity on the GFS is less than it was yesterday, so that will go against it. Only a little. So this is interesting whether, so that's the final score there, but the demand multiplier might push it over the threshold too. Just check, there's a little system over there, but that's just outside the model range. Whether it forms or not, I'm not sure. That's just on the edge. Let's just check the Southeast Pacific. You know, there's a lot of tomfoolery going on there. Feedback loop, maybe. Let's check the South American region. Look at that, extremely powerful extratropical cyclone down there late on in that run. In terms of tropical systems, I doubt that's one, but that's the closest you're going to get to one in this model run. And let's look back at Europe, the Mediterranean. There is a system there, but that is not tropical either. Massive windstorm moving into Norway there on day 7, if that, day 8 if that verifies. High pressure pushing those extratropical storms further north, at least from a British perspective. 1042 high expected there at hour 78. Before then though, a windstorm pushing through. Well, that's actually current. Yeah, that one there that's going through. But anyway, that's not related to the tropics. Okay then, let's get that demand number, which could make all the difference. Here it comes. Oh, not as much as I thought. So B1 is still 28 points and Tiffany up to 33. Nonetheless, code blue. And I'm pretty sure we'll be having some updates later on this evening, our time, which will be in the morning local time in Australia. That's it for now. We'll have another update from TCOS at the same time tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Until then, have a good rest of your day and, of course, start of your day, depending on where you are.